If you're making $50,000, don't date. If you don't have any expendable cash, don't date. And whatever that looks like for you, you might only make 50,000, but you live in a shoe, and now you got expendable cash. Or get you a bottom of the barrel bitch that's gonna date you when you have no money.
So I'm sure y'all remember that big heifer saying that crap about men and what they need to do when it comes to money and all of that BS. Well, she's back saying some old goofy shit, and we're going to go ahead and get into that. But before we do, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, and join the JVJ Network. You know we put it down.
To consider like, okay, I'm a guy, I'm in my 30s, I'm ready to start dating. One of the first thoughts needs to be, can I afford the woman that I want? And if you're making 50,000, the kind of woman that you want or the kind of woman that you'll get may most likely not be in alignment with the woman that you want.
Ooh.
And that's a hurt piece, but you got to pay to play.
You got to pay to play.
You got to pay to play.
What do you think the number is? Like, what's a safe number to say, like,
well,
okay.
I said 50K and the internet tore me to shambles, but I make 50K in less than a month.
Yeah.
So it's tough for me. And I'm a high school dropout, no education, no degree, 2 kids from 2 different men, never married in my life.
Pause.
I'm a world-renowned dating coach.
Okay.
Y'all see that? Now, first, you notice she started talking about the 50K thing again. She went there again. Then she started breaking down what her resume was before she got with the guy she's with now. Dropout, 2 kids, 2 baby daddies. Now, I'm going to let her explain a little bit more within her situation, but the reason why I'm doing is because I want y'all to keep that in mind. Dropout, 2 kids, 2 baby daddies. Now, she telling somebody who had 50K, who's making 50K, that ain't enough. You got to pay to play and all of that bullshit. But they have more than what you had not too long ago. We're going to notice the difference of how it's okay for females to do that bullshit, but they try to tell guys not to do that shit. But it's okay for a female to have a bunch of kids, bunch of baby daddies and all that bullshit, not have nothing, be a bum. And she's supposed to be okay because she's supposed to come in and nurture the man. I want y'all to keep that in mind. Now watch how she breaks down what she did to get to this dating coach, the world-renowned. I ain't never heard her ass like a lot of other people say. We ain't never heard her ass. We heard of April Mason, but we ain't never heard her ass. But we're going to get to that.
It's tough for me. And I'm a high school dropout, no education, no degree, 2 kids from 2 different men, never married in my life.
Pause.
I'm a world-renowned dating coach.
Okay, whoa, rewind. 2 kids.
2 kids.
2 different men.
2 different men.
In a relationship.
In a relationship now. Yep.
Engaged.
5.5 years.
5.5 years. Are
5.5
you married?
years together. Nope, not married.
Do you want to be married?
Eventually.
Does he want to be married?
Yes.
So you're the holdup.
No.
Y'all both the holdup?
No.
Break
The
it down.
holdup is a year. Has it been a year yet? I think it's been a year. A year ago, he closed down his business from making $70,000 a week to making $70,000 a year. So took a big hit, went through a major depression, but I happen to run a $1 million business.
Yeah.
So my business was built on the back of his bank account.
Wow.
Every investment, every computer, every flight, every outfit, down to my kids and their school clothes. He took care of everything for the first 4 years.
Yeah.
So as we turned over into year 5, I started to do what I said I was going to do when I met him, which was, I'm going to have you position me, not if, but I'm going to have you position me to make so much money that you never have to stress out about a single dollar ever again. And now that was me in my hero mode of like single mom, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't realize that it happens and lifes and you have no idea when the table may turn.
Yeah.
And if you're with a partner that is not your true partner, your best friend, somebody who supports you, somebody who can rock with you when it's great and when it's not so golden, if you have that person, you can make it through these kind of hurdles.
Yes.
But if you don't have that person who's not a provider at heart, because there would be nothing worse than my man to decide tomorrow, I'm just going to stay home and do nothing. I'm not going to collect $70K because we don't need it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to whatever, and we don't need it. And it's like, no. You'll never have me as a wife until you fix the funds, until you fix the foundation of the finances.
Yeah.
Because you can't, at $70,000, can you honestly take 10 to 20K of that annually and put it on a ring? That's not the 50 to 100 that it costs for a wedding.
Yeah.
And I'm not expensing that.
Yeah.
I will be by your side until you can do it again.
Yes.
You got me. I got you, bestie.
You're right.
But what we won't do
Yes.
is go expense it ourselves.
Yeah.
All right, so y'all see why anybody who got a good true heart can see why dudes is like any chick like this. Real talk. This dude put you in position. You had 2 kids from 2 different dudes. You called yourself a bum, high school dropout, all this stuff. He put you in position. You used his money to get somewhere. And then you mean to tell me when things went bad for him, now you a millionaire. Now you like, oh yeah, I was there before, but now, life's happening. You don't want to be doing that and all that. I'll be with you on your side. I got your back till you get it back right. Bullshit. And that's the problem with a lot of females. They not built for the long run. On average. You probably got a minority out there that will hold their dude down, don't mind. They making the bulk of the money and they holding their dude down and they still act like a woman, still feminine. You know what I'm saying? Still hold a man down. You know what I'm saying? That's amazing. Shout out to those women, those 2-3 women that exist. But in reality, this chick is no better than what we see Remy Ma and Pat Poose going through right now. There's no difference in Remy Ma and Pat Poose and what they going through right now, because you got a chick like this that you mean to tell me this man put money into you, and now that he fell and he only making around $70,000 a year, now you want him to get back up like you're up. This is the problem. We have the mindset, and let's be honest. There's really no real reason. Just keeping it real. There's no real reason for a dude to talk about getting with a boss chick because he's a boss. It's really no point. And now it seems like it's really no point to build a woman up like that so that she can, and let's keep it real, that's not the average story. The average woman is not going to be able to boss up like that. That's not going to happen with the average woman. Not the average person. The average person may not even make what he makes $70,000, $100,000 a year. Let's just keep it funky. This is the reality of the world. And it's a sad damn shame that you can hold a chick down with multiple kids. She fucked up. And then when you put her up and you fall, now she looking at you like, what you gonna do? That's fucked up. That's the same thing Remy did to Pat Poose, and that's what we see this chick talking about what she do. And this dude that she's engaged with and been with all these years, some white dude. And he held her down. He didn't even have to. So you got to think about their community. A lot of them people in the community going to look at them screens like, you got these black kids and what the fuck? But now she's talking all of this. A lot of females like that won't hold you down. So that's something that we just tell fellas over here to be careful about. Because a lot of these females talk this boss chick. What's the point? What's the fucking point to be with a boss chick? This woman is vain. It's a lot of females we see out here, especially they getting money. Some women can be broke and still acting like they getting all the money in the world. And vain as fuck. So that's all y'all, really I want y'all to take from this. Be careful about shallow and vain ass people that really have no substance to their spirit and their soul. If you believe in the Most High and having morals and, you know what I'm saying, having a moral compass, you got to be careful about vain and shallow people, because these females be talking about the bill, pay to play, like they sex workers and all of that. Man, this country is crazy. So if you able to get you a real solid one that's really going to hold you down, and it ain't about a man trying to get a woman to, front for good dudes don't do that. I ain't gonna say a real man, but good dudes don't do that. We ain't trying to take from no woman. Good, decent dudes are not trying to take from no one. We love our women and our families. We're gonna hold them down and protect and provide. But you gotta make sure it's for the right one, or they'll have your ass in child support court or divorce court trying to take everything you got. So y'all watch out for them. This your boy JTL, aka Big Up. You already know what it is. The JVJ Network. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, man. Salute.